Hey guys, how's it going? July 20th, 2019. And yeah, this is just I got my camcorder out because I'm actually not live streaming today. I'm going to show you my setup for ATCS. We're actually going on a road trip today. Actually, we're going right to where we see at least two trains lined up. You don't see Blaine located up there, but looks like there's two westbounds coming. Nothing on the Grimsby sub. But possibly we might be able to get to Coketown in time, 32 to 10. So we might head out to Coketown. But then again, we're stopping for supper, so I don't know what the hell we're doing. But I will show you my setup. And this is the ATCS monitor. This is hooked up to a server. Oh, of course, the Halton sub's busy today. Last time we were out there, it wasn't busy in the afternoon, but today for some reason it is. But this gives you the big picture. This is from home, and then you have screen capture services. You can use it with a mobile phone to be able to pick up. But today I'm going to show you how to do the tweak the mobile setup. I'm going to bring this camcorder with me, and along the way I'll show you some settings and tweaking, and there's a few places I've never got before with ATS. Okay, so just getting this set up here. It's really hot outside, so this is the setup I use basically. So we've got probably seen videos on this on the internet. You can find how to set it up. SDR Smart T or just a dongle. It's a digital radio, and then I just hook that up like that. Bring this inside. It is a hot day. I got my laptop here and the bag and everything else like that. And so from there, sorry for the bad video, just bring it inside. I'm gonna start the car first. Whew. It is a hot one. Okay. So I usually bring that in here. Stick that down there so it can keep relatively calm. Bring the USB over to the laptop, get the laptop set up, and then I'm monitoring. So we usually get that going. And because of the daylight, it's very difficult to show you, but my son's going to be recording. He's going to stay off camera though, but just like that, it comes through here, and this will be what hooks up to the computer. And I'll probably have some night shots later on. You can't see the screen that well during daytime, so we're going out. It's 4:55 in the middle of summer right now, so one of those things. But anyways, got some more. Stand by and take you there with a little bit of editing. And we're on our way to at least Brantford, if not Woodstock, Ingersoll. And stop for something to eat on the way, so I'll show you some more. Okay, 7:05 here, and we are sitting at Brantford Station. So we got a westbound here that just coming through Hardy. We're located at Brantford. Now Brantford does not report, but we also have an eastbound, or sorry, a westbound. That's the eastbound coming. So Massey's just flashed. That was the one we noticed the first. And this here is the Brantford passenger station. As you can see, we're at mile 23. Now it's not reporting because you have to make some sacrifices. Do you want to see further away, or do you want to just see one control point? So we know a train's coming. And this is going to be a freight. He's just going through Hardy right now. You won't see the approach block because that's part of Brantford. But here he comes right now. buddy. The poor sun's in the right seat.
There's solar panels on those, eh?
That's the ballast train. Actually, I think that's it.
This is the Herzog Stone train.
That's the empty ballast train coming back from Sarnia, from the tunnel, I think.
Yeah, that's the Herzog Stone train.
I thought you'd already be back by now. Alright. So he's not quite at Brant Junction here yet.
Massey's, you mean?
Well, yeah, Brant Junction is only occupies, there's a Y here to the east of us at Brantford 23. And we got a westbound signal limit on Hardy going west now.
Ah.
On the south.
Can't cross over, so it's got to be another train then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so there's the sorry. That's the westbound.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, that's what's happening right there. The train we just saw is going through Massey's. Now, it doesn't show up on Brant Junction only because that's the approach to Brantford, which isn't reporting because we don't have it tuned in properly, which is fine. It's a sacrifice. They all go on the same frequency, but they you have to this here. Like I said, I should have waited till it was dark, but these are all the displays that are coming up. I've kept that the packet open. It tells you all the different packets. But the other, over here, I'll just show you here. Of course, it's bright, so everything's. I'll show up more into the night, just how what it looks like with the waterfall and all that, because it's a little bright still, unfortunately. And yeah, I gotta give the window a good, or the lens a good clear. Okay, now it's 7:36, and that is a westbound freight that just showed up on the advanced. So it gives us a little bit of time. We still probably 4 miles away or 6 miles away now, so gives us a little time to. We know he's coming. We know he's the one that's coming now. They'll all light up. This one, of course, won't. There is supposed to be an eastbound. I was just checking my phone to see what else was coming. There's eastbound passenger. Oh no, sorry, I'm not sure the eastbound or westbound passengers. 8:15 and 9 are the scheduled according to the station right now, latest ETAs. So We're going to head outside. A little humid out today. 32 degrees right now Celsius, with not counting the humidex. It's pretty hot, so it'll get cooler tomorrow. But
Next was 45.
yeah, well, that was earlier.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, anyways, enough the Mr. Weather Report here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's go watch some trains. Brantford Yard, a little bit empty, but we got. That's about as empty as I've seen it in a while.
Yeah, that's the emptiest I've ever seen it.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, except for the first time I ever came here.
Yeah.
It's practically empty.
Cool. Okay, so we're expecting that westbound any minute now. And we can always look at these lights just to see if we have another one coming. He's going to be on the closest track coming this way, so. Okay, we had a little snack, stopped for a little toilet break, and got here. We've been here about 5 minutes, and then we got an eastbound light at Hardy. Of course, Brantford's lit, and so is Massey's. He just set that up a minute ago. The dispatcher now. We're expecting passengers both directions, 8:20 something and 9 o'clock, but I haven't heard of the last. So this. You can see the westbound signal here. Now, what's cool is at night is you don't really need the Brantford control point because you see the eastbound signal here, and then you see Brant Junction going the other way. The only one that you don't see is coming off of Simpson Junction, or not Simpson Junction. Yeah, Simpson Junction, which is the first switch that heads off straight. But like I said, there's a compromise in as far as which ones you get. Now I'm wondering if it's still dark enough yet to see these. So every time you hear a beep, you'll see it come from the top. It's actually overlooking the line here. So I don't know if it got that one, but let me just, some of these are too far away. Let me just open this up here, and I'll show you what I mean. So you can see there's tutorials out there for SDR Sharp. This is SDR Sharp that will tell you how to set this up. But to set it up for what you want to see or what I do, I can show you my settings. But blue didn't mean nothing. That's just noise. So you can see the lines. That's the where the frequency is set. See that one? It didn't take that smaller one is more detailed. That one that's all broken up is probably overpowered from Brantford. So those aren't coming in; they're too far. That could be Paris Junction to the west. I doubt it's.
I don't think it's Copetown.
No, I don't think it's Copetown. So this is the frequency I'm at right now. Is 896.885. That is not the actual frequency of the what this is supposed to be. So you have to modify it to get it close to where you're supposed to be. What are we supposed to be at here?
We are supposed to be at
No.
something.
Hang on a second.
8-9 something.
Yeah. Thanks for the info there, Emmett. Misinformation. So I just put all groups on here. And this is a list of my frequencies. 896.8875 is the actual frequency. And I used to come here with 8875 on, and I wouldn't pick up anything. The same thing happened to me when I was in St. Catharines trying to get Glenridge and Jordan. I used to get Nels Road all the time, which was in Grimsby. That was the only one I could get. So you can see I have saved frequencies up and down the line here. Now 8844, oddly enough, is Glenridge Jordan. 885 is the one we're using right now, which is more on the left-hand side of the spectrum. I could probably try a Tansley frequency and it might pick it up, but I don't need to get it, so you compromise. Generally they're grouped in the same way, but sometimes they're not. And then that 935 is the 935, is that CP? I can't remember.
Yeah, 935 is CP Hamilton sub.
I don't know. Milton West 890. Oh, okay. So yeah. So 9848 gets Milton West, whereas 9875 is the actual frequency for CP. So you find where they are, where they come up on here. So if you have to move it over, and this is what happens, is you move it over a little bit. So if I changed it, that would then change where the frequency is. So wherever it's coming up to right here, you'll see, and you can see that pops. There's a frequency, there's a a frequency that's hitting all the time, but you'll see Brantford. I'll show you. That one's not Brantford. I'm not sure which one that was. That's Brantford. Brantford's way too powerful. Like, we're right beside it. You can bring your boost down, or you can just play around with it a bit, or take those settings off and then just play around with it. But those settings seem to work good for me. It's offset tuning and tuner AGC. You probably know more than me. Sample rate I use 0.25. You can that's about the best you can get. You can go smaller too as well, but I just find that works. And you can play around with it. There's no harm in playing around with it and see what happens. But that's when you're that close to Brantford, that's close to control points. Sometimes you overpower it, or you're just off. Is that going? I don't know if that's going. I think that's stopped by accident. There we go.
There we go.
Stopped for a second. That was weird. Whoops! I didn't want to do that. Okay. Now we're good. Are we good? Yes, we are. Okay, well, that took a long time, but anyways. Yeah, and there's really not a video out there that shows you how, but that's the trick I find with this. Don't rely on the frequency that they give you for the channel. You have to play around. You have to actually hit the line that it's at. And once you have a bunch of these presets, once you go to various places, then you can scroll through and start trying different ones. So if you see frequencies like that big one right there, that's probably Brantford.
He's at Hardy now.
Oh, he's at Hardy. Okay, well, there we go. So he'll be coming through any minute, and then I'll turn it on once he's gone through Hardy. So we're assuming it's a freight. You can tell if it's a freight or a passenger, basically, how long they occupy a control point.
It's on the second. It's on the second track.
Yeah,
too,
which probably means it's not the passenger. It's 8:28. Last I heard, that passenger should have been here. So I don't know what's going on. He might have been delayed more, or he's following him and he'll drop down to the south or something. We did see a train that was sitting on the south track at Paris, so I don't know what happened there. But anyways, I'll film this a little bit more when the train comes. Okay, I only got about 15 minutes of recording left on this because I just took my little toy out today. So Hardy, which is west of here again, 24.9 or 23. That block is actually coming up to Brantford right now, so he should be here any minute. But what's interesting is we've got an eastbound lined up, which we believe should be the westbound passenger lined up for Brantford Station. Now, he's not lined up past Hardy. Zoom in here. Yeah. You see the light down here, so he's coming. I'm expecting him to cross over to the north track at Hardy when he comes through, so. Past Hardy. It's okay, buddy, you're not in my shot, don't worry. Damn, it's like bending backwards trying to get out of my shot. You don't have to bend. You're sitting perfectly fine where you're at. So nothing set up for Hardy yet. I was hoping to get some night shots, but I'll have to go through and see what I can remove. Haven't used this in 2 years, so close the window. Sorry, lack of sound, but it is humid.
Yep.
I'd rather be comfortable than hear the choo-choo. Massey's yet, so he's on that north track. There's a wire in the way. Oh well. Breathing too heavy. Fogging up the windows in here. 31 degrees Celsius. But it can't be. It's way too late. Was he the? No, we didn't see him at all, did we?
No.
He must have been. He must have been one of those eastbounds when we were out for restaurant.
Petroleum gas on here.
Nah. It's not him though.
No. Too much.
Oh, there's a crossover at Hardy. They lined the crossover up at Hardy.
Should mean he's coming soon.
That's why. And there should be a passenger on the south too. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I can't focus. Yeah, well, there we go. That'll make me focus. Fogging up the windows. Okay, I imagine the passengers are next, so. I was gonna wait for the signal, but no good. And that's the eastbound hitting the control point at Massey's now. Okay. Be back shortly. Okay, so I only got 9 minutes left. That's the passenger coming to the west. I'm gonna have to find some older files to get rid of, maybe some junky files or something.
Yeah.
But that's all the information of the packets as they're coming through. And then all my frequencies, etc. And that's the stream that I was showing you earlier. Which you can make out the colors red are a little bit stronger there now. Let's see how fast he goes. Did he just hit that block?
Yeah, he just hit.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a passenger. So we're going to go outside and take a look. Hear the thunder?
Oh yeah. It's crazy how fast trains can move.
Mm-hmm.
Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen. This is your first and last call for via train number 81 from Toronto, Oakville, Aldershot, en route to Woodstock, Ingersoll, and London. Last call for via train number 81. Votre attention s'il vous plaît, mesdames et messieurs. Premier et dernier appel pour le train numéro 81 de Toronto, Oakville, destination de Woodstock, Ingersoll et London. En voiture, s'il vous plaît.
Got the crew coming on duty for the switcher too, huh? Nice lightning.
Anyway, so my advice, stay here for now, like whatever, but just kind of walk around the building and you can see it's like the front door.
It's hard to focus at night. You need manual focusing, huh?
Yeah, at least it's not being I'm worrying that
He's almost dead.
It's covered up there though nicely, so we should get rid of it.
Eastbound. Almost out of time. Almost out of memory. So got a westbound, and that'll be about it. And it's starting to rain. Really windy pickup, huh?
Yeah, looks like it's debris flying everywhere.
See, the thing is, you can see this at night for the ATCS, but then you can't see the trains, so. That's my setup, folks. Take a few more pictures before my battery runs dead and I run out of memory. Okay, I got about a minute left, literally.
Should be enough.
Yeah, we'll see. You can see the lightning is passing us in the storm. Yeah, this guy's running pretty slow, so. Anyways, if you guys have any questions about ATCS, let me know. I should have waited. Let me just pause this one more time, and then we'll get the rest of them and splice it together. There we go. Is it the intermodal? No, not yet.
No.
Ooh. 100 years, yeah.
Wow.
That was nice.
Nice catch.
So we're going to watch more, but unfortunately we're going to be out of memory in a second, so. That's what you get when playing with a new toy that you've never done playing with the last time you did it a few years back. So if you have any questions, leave a comment. If you want to see more, I'll be glad. There's some lightning. Not bad.
Finally got some.
Got some lightning. Anyways, guys, have a good one. We're still going to watch more here. We're still expecting more, but we'll see what happens. So you guys have a good one. And yeah, see, it picks up pretty good when you're in the car here. Oh, nice lightning. There we go. I got my lightning shot finally. This was a torrential downpour. We had some pretty strong strikes in between trains there. So anyways, I cut out a little bit of the footage and we got more time. Ha 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 ha. Editing on the fly. I wish I could have done a little bit more, but that's okay. What's this guy looking with the... Oh, somebody's looking for somebody. We got the police. But yeah, I'll show you these boxes in a minute. Got the one local coming through. This is the power, the light power. He's going off to Paris right now. Okay, so my clock here is about 3 minutes too fast. It's actually about probably 9:54, but I got the timestamp on here. I did manage to clear 13 more minutes. So another westbound, set to go through Massey's, and the local will eventually come back from Paris and head down straight through, but of course I miss all the good lightning while I'm yapping.
I'm assuming this one's going to be an intermodal.
Yeah, we're due to see CP 140, or not CP, CN 148. Let me see if I can get some of that lightning in that shot there. Be kind of nice if I can, but not bad. It's a nice little storm. Of course, I got the station light that's... Wow. We had some pretty good strong claps of thunder earlier, but... It's pretty good lightning. I don't know how well it's going to pick up on here or not, but... It's having a hard time focusing again, but... Anyways. Oh, there we go. Very nice. Been a nice little light show. Still a little humid, but temperature was 32, 31 earlier. Now we're down to 24, so. Anyways, I'll let you know. Maybe if it stops raining, it's just drizzling right now, but if it stops raining, we'll go back outside and get a nice shot of him coming by. Okay, 10:13 p.m. and a few minutes ago he showed up on the third approach to Massey's. That's as far as the range is for this area. Just to reiterate, I deleted some of the earlier scenes that I took on our way up. The advantage of having the ATCS locally is you know what's going on, exactly when it's happening. If you have, I used to have a satellite, a rocket stick. Yeah, I don't think you ever remember. No, I never had that.
No,
so yeah.
I wasn't born yet.
No, you were born.
All right, I guess
I was stating I was because I gave that to Debbie.
Oh.
So I gave the old web book I used to have to Debbie, and that was rocket stick. I used to have at Fostoria. I used to monitor ATCS all the time, and that you can monitor live. You could sit at Fostoria back in the day, and you can see all the way west into Indiana. You could see for miles as to what was going on. Just basically accessing servers, and these servers are very, very helpful. But servers will give you the big picture, but when you don't have internet access, or you can use screenshot programs, that's what I like to use as well. Is I got the server running at home, or whatever you can have to access a screenshot. You can certainly do that and post screenshots privately. There's no issues there as long as you know it's not public, basically. So that's what I like to use if I want to monitor a big picture while I'm out. I prefer to use a screenshot service to just post private pictures, and I can do that and check on the phone or whatever. And that's one way of doing it. You just get a screenshot program. But anyways, look how big he is.
That's a big boy.
That's a big one. Now, mind you, I don't know. We'll see what happens when he goes through. Oh, there you go. So the third track. So he's just about. He's taking up 2 blocks. I don't know what the mileage of those blocks are, but I imagine this guy's going to be about a 10,000 footer. So that's going to be good. I don't know if he'll be the intermodal or not. We'll have to see. But yeah, like I said, you're out about here. I don't expect too much more. There's, like I said, there's an eastbound that is. We saw the local head to Paris. He's going to head straight through here eventually. I don't know. I think I don't know what's going on with that, but we saw that looking at the server. Server again is great on big picture, but you can't use it all the time, and if you're using a mobile phone, it's data usage every time you use it. Blah blah blah. Here you get to see everything live within. Some places you get a 10-mile radius when you're in an urban jungle like this. Sometimes you only get a few miles, but it works really good. And the setup, you just if I hadn't showed it, I think I tried to show it earlier today, but then I deleted some of them. It was horrible. This program here is SDR Sharp. There's plenty of tutorials that will show you how to use SDR Sharp. Everything I think I've gone through as far as the frequencies that I have, the frequency list, I have those saved. So we're using 896. Are we using 896, 844? I don't know if we're using that or we're using the 885.
We're using.
I think we are using
896.
No, we're not using 884. That's what it says.
That's what we're using.
So we're using the same one as Glenridge and Jordan. No, we're not. We're using 885. So it's highlighted on it. So if I was to do 885, then I could do that, but you can change the names or whatever. So 885 is the one we use. 8844 is Glenridge Jordan. I don't know why I have 8844 in here twice. I could get rid of that other one. So 885 is actually the one we use for here. 885 is a nice one. And then Tansley, which is east on the Halton, likes to use, I find 8868 works good for that. Down there is a BCP frequency if you want to observe towers, if you're having a hard time getting, or you're not close enough to the tracks and you want to observe commands, or you're having a hard time. We used to use the BCP all the time. That's 935.8875. That 897.9848 is just off the main frequency, and it's good for CP. Canadian Pacific uses a different channel, and that's Milton West, which is we're sitting in Milton, so that's not too far from Tansley. You can monitor either one, so it works out pretty good. But you gotta basically find where the streams are coming through and see how the center is like that. If it was off on the spectrum a bit, then you wouldn't be able to get it. So there's the spectrum. You set it up the way you want. That works pretty good. But anyways, he's through Massey's here, so he should be here any minute. Just see him going through Massey's now, and it disappears once he gets past there because he's on the right track, which isn't shown because Brantford is out of range. So anyways, we'll record that in a minute. So the beeping you're hearing is actually a rule that we have set up for indications. I think there's a thread on the ATCS forum that actually shows you something called Fun with Rules that I gotta look up. The rules you can set up for whatever you want, basically. You can have it do a it's crazy. Oh, he's moving pretty good, this guy.
I think it's an intermodal.
Yeah, we'll see. We're expecting him.
Yep.
There he goes. So I said 148 westbound, so 149. You're okay. Sit up, buddy. You're okay. Don't worry about it. Stay comfortable. I'm not. You can blur your face out like the criminals did. it's still raining out.
Just hoping to get out there for another clip. We may still, but...
Don't count on it. I haven't checked the radar, but... What's cool too, Emmett, is you get the container numbers while you're on the video. You can zoom in on certain ones, and then you can start tracking them from the video. It's kind of cool.
Slow motion the video down.
Oh yeah, you can go frame by frame. Take the picture you want.
Yeah, there's some ACLs.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you just
we'll
go to
get some.
ACL's website, and away you go. As long as it's not too blurry going by.
Yeah, we'll catch some.
So as I said before too, Brantford does not show up again because we have it set up. It's too close, and we're playing for power right now, so we're trying to get distance. We don't really need Brantford anyways, since we're at it. It's nice to get the advanced. We know when the train's coming, so there we go. I get that wire out of the way. Keeps getting in my way of my shots. Ah well, who cares? Not like I'm going for the professional video tonight anyways. Yeah, down to 2 minutes again. Boo. So as I said before, you guys got questions about ATCS monitor. It's getting a little late. It's 10:28. We might get one more shot if we're lucky.
May not even get to finish this shot.
Yeah, we will. Use the long one. I told you. That's the other cool thing about ATCS is you can find out. You're right, though. We're down to 1 minute. You want to skip the other train tonight?
Yeah, may as well.
It's 10:30. I don't want to stay up too late. You had a hard time sleeping as it was. There's the end of them. Okay, guys, this is going to be it. I think we're going to call it.
Yeah,
Grab a
call
snack
it
on the
a
way
day.
out. Maybe see it. We'll see. But we'll keep the server or the ATCS going. So, anyways, have a good one, and I wish I had more time and whatever, but that'd be it. So we'll talk to you later. Have a good one, guys. I'm gonna say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.